How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Facing the Encounter. My name is Jeff. Today, I'm going to play against Bullseye again, using Echo. And I'm going to try doing it with Justice. So hopefully I can come up with a decent Justice build. I had some ideas. Just kind of messing around with some builds, but before we get to that, I just found out, because I hardly had a chance to check anything out on the web today, but it seems like we just had an announcement made regarding to another hero pack, and it looks like they just announced Echo, or not Echo, oh god, Elektra. So kind of wanted to take a gander at that for a second, and then get going with some gameplay here. So let's see what we have to look here. Alright, so there it is. Alright. See what we got going on here. So, Killer Instinct, presenting a first look at Elektra's hero pack for Marvel Champions, the card game. Alright, let's see what we got here. I am Elektra Nachios. Not even the stars are safe in the sky. With initiative talents that made her a martial arts prodigy, Elektra Nachios was recruited by the Hand at a young age and trained in the ways of stealth and assassination. Years later, after finally escaping a long and tumultuous period as an agent of the Hand, Elektra was reborn as a hero. Now she uses her deadly skills to protect the people and places that she loves. Fantasy Flight Games is proud to announce the Elektra hero pack for Marvel Champions, the card game. Deadly martial artist and member of the Defenders, Elektra stealths into the scene with this expansion pack, which introduces her as a new playable hero alongside her 15 signature cards, paired with a pre-built aggression deck to help her tear through the villain's forces. You'll be able to wield Elektra's lethal skills from the moment you open the box. As the game's first hero with villainous keyword. Oh. Well. That's inviting. So she's going to be able to use the villainous effect. And her own side deck. Special ninja encounter cards. Elektra can give the villains a taste of their own medicine in ways no hero has done before. Well, when you're selling it like that, that's pretty interesting. I didn't think. I wonder how that works. So basically, does it work like she's gonna have villainous, or she gets a card that gives her villainous, and then when she attacks, you get to use the encounter deck to increase your damage. Tell me more. Alright, so we got 5 cards we're already looking at. So ninja training. Through her dark past with the hand has caused many problems for both herself and others. Excuse me. Elektra is not about to let the lessons she learned during that time go to waste. So, right off the bat, Elektra Nachios, which is Elektra 1B, begins game with a special ninja side deck. Unlike past heroes with side decks, the ninja deck is full of encounter cards rather than player cards. Okay, and Elektra shuffles one of them into the encounter deck each time she flips to hero form. This plays into the villainous keyword on Elektra's hero side, which has her take a boost card from the encounter deck every time she uses a basic power, whether it be thwarting, attacking, or defending. This might seem risky at first, since many villains have some nasty boost effects on their cards, but thanks to Elektra's Killer Instinct ability, you can choose to cancel a printed boost ability on her boost cards, if they have one. And if you do, you'll grant them an additional boost icon for some value. Alright, let's take a look at this. Oh, hey. Oh. Pardon me if I'm gonna try not to butcher this. Ladzaman 217. I hope I said that right. How are you today? Welcome. I need to is this not? Oh, that's why. I'm a fool. She's got villainous. Yeah. I'm starting to see that. So let's see here. So Elektra Nachios begins the game with a ninja deck. See insert. And then ninja training interrupt when you change to hero form. Shuffle the top card of the ninja deck into the encounter deck. Oh. Well, I'm terrible at reading. My bad. Ladies Man 217. Like from the Transformers. Got it. Ladies Man. The Z was silent. I'm doing terrific. Oh, my chest. All right, so give me a second here. Let's take a gander. All right, so check out the hero form. Oh, I could just do it like that. Cool. Yeah, villainous. She's wow, interesting. All right, so she's 0 thwart. I mean, that makes sense. She's in it for the glory of stabbing, right? Elektra doesn't have the heroic trait, and again, if you play Marvel Multiverse RPG, you know what that means. This character uses basic power, give it a boost card. Killer Instinct interrupt when a boost card given to Elektra is turned face up. Cancel its boost ability, then that card gains boost. Alright, so she can cancel not just her special cards that she has, but she can cancel any boost effect. And it looks like you can do that multiple times because it's not giving you a rule saying that you can only do that once per phase or once per round. So it's interesting. Let's see here. Let's check something out real quick because I feel like I'm going in blind right here. I am going in blind, honestly, but I prefer it that way sometimes. Let's see if I can. No? Is that not working? Oh, okay. It is working. Oh, okay. It is working. Alright, sweet. Alright. Let's exit out of that real quick. Alright, so in the similar vein of turning the villains in counter deck against them, Elektra's ninja deck is full of treacheries that only benefit her and provide no use to the enemy. As that should be. That makes sense. Each card in her ninja deck turns itself into a face-down boost card for Elektra when it's revealed. And the boost effect they give her are pretty dang potent. Remember, her killer instinct ability is optional. Her ninja stars let her draw 2 cards when boosting her powers, while Ninja Strike boosts the strength of those powers themselves. And then finally, Ninja Vanish gives Elektra a free tough status card for her efforts, giving her extra mileage of how low out of her low hit point value. So let's take a look at Ninja Stars. Crash rate, Surge. So she has 6 ninja cards. Well, I like to take a moment and say how really cool looking that card looks. I really like the hand ninja jumping up with joy, throwing ninja stars. Gives you the view, the feel that this card is representing ninja stars, as we see 3 of them in the card. So, Surge effect, when revealed, give this card to Elektra as a face-down boost card. If Elektra is using a basic power, you draw 2 cards and shuffle this card into the ninja deck. Otherwise, give this card to Elektra as a face-down boost card. So basically, if you were... So what if the villain gets that then? As the boost card. I guess I just followed the same boost effect. Alright, no, you can't, because it says if Elektra is using a basic power, you can draw 2. I could see maybe that could trigger twice for her if maybe she did a basic defense, because technically it is following the guidelines that Elektra is using a basic power, which is basic defending. So then you can draw 2 cards and then shuffle the card into the ninja deck. So if you don't do that, and he's just straight up attacking and using the villain uses that as a boost card, then it's just gonna go back into my ninja deck regardless. That makes sense? Would be cool if Punisher had this mechanic as well, except he can be basic aspect. Yeah. Honestly, I really want them to just, you know, bring Punisher into the game, because I feel like he would have fit nicely with this box, to be honest. Maybe someday we'll get Punisher, or at least give us a Punisher ally. That would be kind of cool. But yeah, no. Yeah, I see. I guess that's how you would read into this card then, right? Because I'm also trying to think of it as like, what if the villain is getting this as the boost card also? I know. I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks I don't know. They say there's like some people say he's too violent, but I mean, is he? I think we've introduced some villains that have killed lots of people. You know, like Green Goblin, Kingpin's killed a lot of people. Bullseye's killed a lot of people. Even Elektra killed some people. Just bring in Frank Castle. He'll be all right. When revealed, give this card to Elektra as a face-down boost card. Okay, so basically, I'm in the encounter phase. This card comes up as my encounter card. It'll surge, and then it comes straight to me as my boost card. So then when I activate on my hero turn, then I'm going to get some stuff. Ah, yeah. Exit out this for a second. Just want to look at her hero form again. So, okay, then, yeah, that's right, because she has villainous, so she's taking from that deck. So she does a basic power of her thwart and her attack, and if we get that card, we're going to power it up. But on the same token, though, say if the villain gets it, I'm just thinking, like, if the villain gets this as their boost card, right? Like, I could cancel the effect, but what if because before you flip the boost card, you're either declaring yourself if you're going to basic defend and all that. So I was thinking, like, if I got sneaky and I went basic defend, and then he reveals this card, and then Elektra did use a basic power, she could get the 2 card draw, and then this card comes back to Elektra as a boost card for the next turn, as a face down card. So then if she activates the next turn, she'll get 2 boost cards, because she has this one attached to her as a face down, and then she gets the next one because she's doing her activation. I think I'm thinking that right? This is gonna be interesting. I'm actually kind of very, very intrigued now. Alright, let's check out Ninja Strike. Yeah, man, they went really all out in the artwork on these cards. Looks pretty cool. Oh, excuse me. Alright, same deal. Surge. When revealed, give this card to Elektra as a face-on boost card. That's so nice of you. Boost effect. If Elektra is using a basic power, she gets +3 to that power for this use, and you shuffle this card into the ninja deck. Otherwise, give this card to Elektra as a face-down boost card. Does it seem like that a lot of these cards could potentially give her like a whole bunch of face-down boost cards? So when she does activate, she could have like potentially maybe like 5 or 6 boost cards ready to go when they attack the villain. Or thwart, or whichever comes first. It just feels, it's my brain's like going there. It's like I'm thinking that's potential. We got another Daredevil ally. That's the reward for waiting for Daredevil for so long. He gets multiple ally cards. Alright, let's read this here. Alright, so the rest of Elektra's kit continues to build on her encounter deck focused playstyle. Her Psy Strike can help you get additional ninja cards into the encounter deck based on the number of Elektra's Psy. You can control as you, based on the number of Elektra's Psy. You control as you expect. She has 2 in her deck, so she gets 2 Psys. That makes sense thematically. Combine that with events like Killer Blow and Move Unseen, and you can get the majority of the ninja deck mixed in with the encounter deck in relatively little time. Elektra's partner Daredevil can set up her next basic power by putting the exact encounter card you want on the top. So it's kind of like almost working like Daredevil's sense deck. I'm assuming, I'm gonna use my big brain power for this one. So I'm assuming you're gonna probably work it just like the sense deck. You're gonna have your 6 cards. You're gonna shuffle them up, and you'll probably just either you play face up like you did with Daredevil, or you have face down like a Doctor Strange invocation deck, and then you just take from the top, and then whatever you resolve you put on the bottom, and then do it like that. And then you have this card which will give you the ability to search out the one that you want to get into the encounter deck. That's what I'm assuming. At least I took an educated guess. Just have the next basic power by putting the exact encounter card you want on the deck. Then Acrobatic Prowess can ready Elektra after using that power and give her an extra boost for the next one. Elektra can also happily take advantage of any amplify icons the villain puts into play, and she can even supply her own through Dance with the Devil. Oh, so we're gonna get another copy of that card? Oh no, that was See No Evil. Yeah, so this would be our second copy of that. Or her History with the Hand. Just take care not to make things too dangerous for your allies. Oh, so she'll be the perfect Ronin candidate. That sounds like so much fun. Let's take a look at her Psy Strike. So it's a one-cost event. Looks like a wonderful image of a little strike to the face, as we are seeing right here. It's an attack, hero action, deal 3 damage, so it's a 1 for 3. And then for each Elektra Psi you control, shuffle the top card of the ninja deck into the encounter deck. So potentially you can get 2 ninja cards in the encounter deck if you have both her sides out. Seems like 1 for 3 though. That's pretty nice. That's pretty neat. All right, so let's look at her Psi. Elektra's Psi. Look how shiny it is. It glimmers. 2 cost upgrade. Restricted. Hero action. Exhaust Elektra's Psi. Deal 1 damage to an enemy and reduce the cost of your next acrobatic or attack event you play this phase by 1. So that's some bonus right there. Being able just to deal 1 damage to an enemy by just exhausting the weapon, and then you'll be able to reduce your next event that as long as it's acrobatic or attack. I mean, can't argue with that. That actually sounds pretty good. Reducing costs is always good. Combine that with the events like Killer Blow. So this would probably be a target that you're going to reduce, it sounds like. So it's a 2 cost event. And if you play your Psi, you get to reduce it because it's an attack event. So then it becomes a 1 cost. And then you can deal up to 5 damage to an enemy. If this attack defeats that enemy, shuffle the top card of the ninja deck into the encounter deck. Wow. That's pretty damaging. So you're chipping damage. So you can ideally, so you can like, so this is gonna be great for like minions with those with tuffs and stuff like that. Use the size and they'll ping the tuff off. And then you get to reduce the cost of your next event. So this will become a 1 cost to play for Killer Blow. And you get to deal up to 5 damage to him. Which is nice. That's decent. I think that's a decent number. I mean, there are some minions that are pretty beefy out there, but I mean, potentially a 1 cost for 5 damage is it's not bad at all. Yeah, deal 1 damage to enemy, reduce the cost. Yeah, it's just what's not to like about that. I want to play this deck. I'm actually kind of stoked about this one. Move Unseen. So this is our thwart cards, and they're acrobatic. Hero action, remove up to 4 threat from scheme, shuffle the top card of the ninja deck to the encounter. Okay, so it's like mirror opposite of the attack. So it's gonna potentially it's 2 costs, but if you're using your Psi, you potentially have the ability to move that down to a 1. Now, actually, did they say she has? All right, they said that she's got 2 Psis, right? Yeah, because I think. Did I even look at this one? Did. No, I don't think I looked at this one. I totally missed this one. Rewind. So I totally missed this card. So this is her other treachery, Ninja Vanish. Surge, give this card Elektra's face on boost card. If Elektra is using basic power, give her a tough status card, neat, and shuffle it into the ninja deck. Otherwise, give her 2 her face on. Ah, that's cool. So now we have a card that can give her a boost. And look at that. I thought I read that she has two sides. Am I wrong on that? I think I'm wrong on that. Okay, yeah, she does. She has two. All right, I'm not going insane. So that's kind of cool because then, like, oh, okay, yeah, you couldn't do it off the same card because it's got the cost arrow. But if you had a thwart and an attack, though, potentially you could do that. So if you have both their size out, you potentially will be able to ping 2 damage to something and then reduce the cost of your acrobatic and your attacks. So that's really good. We'll take a look at this card, Dance with the Devil. This is the same card that came with Daredevil. This is unique because it's a upgrade team-up card. So when it comes onto the table, it has the Amplify icon, and it gets attached to an enemy. And then hero action, discard this card, deal 3 damage to the attached enemy. Alright, history with the hand. Alright, so it has a condition. You have to be in hero form to use this. Force response after you change form, discard this card. Kind of like it's almost kind of like Hulk's one upgrade where you put on hero form, and then if you put down, you lose it. Same thing with Wolverine's Berserker Frenzy. So this gives you an Amplify, but apparently she loves the Amplifies because when she attacks, she's getting the benefits of the Amplify icon. And I think they said that also accounts for any of the Amplifies that the villain brings too. Alright. And speaking of dangerous, Elektra's pre-built aggression deck is full of cards that can spell doom for the villain and their minions. Similar to Elektra herself, Black Cat has her own villainous keyword that lets her punch and thwart above her weight. Though keep in mind that she can't cancel abilities like Elektra can. Fellow martial artist Shang-Chi can consistently dish out 1 to 4 damage per round, either picking off weakened enemies or softening them up for Elektra to finish the job with a chain reaction. Through cards like Combo Move and Killer Blow from her own kit, Elektra can exactly defeat an enemy, meaning defeat it with an attack that deals no excess damage, allowing her to take advantage of the flow of battle for a big boost in momentum. On the topic of momentum, Elektra can slow down the villain with a well-placed nerve strike, allowing you to go hunting shadows for the encounter card that will best boost your next basic power with such tools at her disposal. Elektra is bound to show villains why her name is one to be feared. Deadly efficient, with her ability to use the encounter deck to her advantage and her deadly precision as a former assassin, Elektra is a strong hero and excellent addition to any team. Look forward to taking on Kingpin and his criminal empire as Elektra with the Elektra Hero Pack arrives in November. You can pre-order. Black Cat. Aggression, Black Cat card. So I think this is the first Black Cat ally card. Besides the signature ally from Peter Parker Spider-Man. She has 1 thwart, 1 attack, 3 cost, 3 health. Traded as a hero for hire, martial artist. And they also have the villainous ability. And we get Shang-Chi, which is kind of cool because we haven't seen him as an ally since the Rise of the Red Skull in the Taskmaster scenario. Now we can just have him. 4 cost, expensive. 3 health, 2 thwart, 2 attack. He enters play with 10 ring counters on him. Oh, how thematic. Action. Remove 1 ring counter from here. Deal 1 damage to enemy. Limit twice per round. That's kind of cool. Now I understand why he's expensive. I like that. That's cool. You can just keep him on the table and just throw rings at people. That's going to be great for pinging off toughs. Or trying to help chip down to the exact. Chain reaction. 2 event. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If the enemy is defeated, deal 2 damage to a second enemy. If the enemy is defeated, deal 3 damage to a third enemy. What does this card remind you of? What was it called? Dance of Death? Black Widow? Set him up, you knock him down. Combo move. 1 cost. 2 damage among enemies in play. Alright, so that means no matter how many enemies are in play, you're doing 2 damage to them. And then 3 damage instead if your identity has martial artist. So you'll get more benefit to being a martial artist with this card. Which is kind of neat because that's like a lot of like spread damage you can just do to everything. So that's pretty good. I mean, even if you're not a martial artist, being able to like throw 2 damage at multiple things, then it's enemies, so villain included. Flow of Battle. 1 cost upgrade. You must be a martial artist to use this. Max 1 per player. After you attack and exactly defeat an enemy, discard this card, draw 3 cards. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about that. Because wasn't there there's a justice card. Actually, I have all my cards right here. It's a good thing I alphabetized mine. I'll find it. Yeah, stealth training. That's one. So what's interesting is stealth training is a 2-cost upgrade. There's no requirement of being a martial artist to have this. After you thwart and exactly defeat a side scheme, you get to exhaust this card and stun an enemy. Whereas this one, you have to be a martial artist. And then after you defeat the enemy, then you get to draw 3 cards. Is that like... I don't know. I mean... I don't know if I agree with like you should have the I don't know if they should have put the martial artist requirement in there. I mean, I probably would have just made this a 2-cost upgrade just to, you know, I guess balance it out, and then you'll get 3 cards. But then potentially you're burning resources to get just 1 more card. But I mean, it's an upgrade, so it can sit there until you need it. It's almost like a hero form Hall of Heroes, seems like. But I don't know how I feel about that. I guess I have to try it out. Nerve Strike. Discount if you're martial artist. That's good. So it's cheaper to be a martial artist. Deal 2 damage to an enemy, stun or confuse an enemy. That's pretty cool, actually. Even if you're not a martial artist, being able to just choose to stun or confuse it, that's worth it in itself. I'll gladly pay the 3 costs for that. Especially, you know, with aggression, you know, not like you have a lot of things that you can use to like get the villain confused so you get a safe flip down. So nerve strike, I dig it. Hunting Shadows is a 0-cost event. Hero action, search the top 8 cards of the encounter deck for a card that and set aside, shuffle the encounter deck, and put the set aside card on top of it. Okay, well, that's a nifty card. Basically giving you the ability to, you know, especially when you're playing as Elektra and she has her special encounter cards. You can use that to potentially search the deck and find one of your encounter cards, put that on top of it, so that when you activate, you'll be able to use that as the boost card and get the benefits. I say you would probably play all 3 copies of that. All 3. That's just me. Nice. And that's Elektra. So Elektra is coming to the game in November. Pretty cool. Well, I'm actually quite interested to... I can't wait until they announce Iron Fist. So I really want to see what he's going to be like. Alright, so I've been having this really fun time playing Marvel Champions. I play a lot of Bullseye. I haven't really dug into a lot of all the scenarios. I'm currently on a 2-player campaign adventure with the Master of the Hulk, Joshua Smeg, and we played a game our first scenario last week, which I already have posted up, and he's playing as Daredevil while I'm playing as Echo. And I really like Echo. I really like also the protection aspect. I also really like the Ronin archetype. But as a side fun thing that I've been doing, I've been playing the scenario, the Getaway, which is fun in itself because it's a ride or die type scenario where as the counters are building up, you potentially can just die, lose. We actually played a couple of 4-player multiplayer games where everyone in our squad just like died because of the card pedestrians and burning rubber. So I've been playing against Bullseye on Expert on this scenario, and I gotta say, like, it is. I feel like this scenario, the Getaway for Bullseye and Expert, it's tough. It definitely really makes it challenging for him, at least, especially if he obtains vehicles to give him extra, protection and stuff like that. So I was trying to figure out, pull this up here. This is my little try to mess around with a build with her for Justice, and this is kind of like where I'm thinking. I really don't like the deck being that high in the card count, but the nice thing about with Echo is you really don't need to have a ton load of copies of event card because she has the ability to pull the card that she needs, all depending if you have your certain upgrades. Like choreography will let you shuffle an aspect card or basic event back into your deck, and then you can use muscle memory to, if you have that card so like when you flip over from alter ego to hero, you pull the basic or aspect event card that you want to your hand, you use it, boom, it gets tucked under you. You can save it for later, for to potentially use it with one of your photographic reflexes, or you can use your muscle memory to pull the card up to your hand and go from there. What I've really been doing is I was trying to get this little loop thing going with Daredevil, because Daredevil will reduce when you use his basic stuff, his attack or defense. He reduces your next event card you play by 1. So you do that, and if you start the game right, and you're able to get Daredevil your opening hand, you play him, flip over, you can go ahead and grab your See No Evil, Hear No Evil, because then when you use Daredevil to reduce the cost of your next event card, you're potentially going to play this card for 1. And also too, if you have your American Sign Language out too, you can use that to pay for it also, but potentially you'll be paying a one cost event, and you'll be able to either deal 3 damage to an enemy or remove 3 threat from a scheme. You can do the option twice. Then that card gets tucked under. And then I slipped in First Aid, so then that way I can keep that card tucked, and I can use that to potentially just heal Daredevil and keep him on the table as long as I can, because he's in theory he's basically a resource generator for you. So, and I wanted to go with somewhat of like a confusion build, so then I could take advantage of maybe using Float Like a Butterfly. I really want to put in stealth training, so I have an option to stun, but I don't know. I think I want to try and build it like this, and then see how it goes. So that's my plan, so to speak. So, all right, I'm going to take a bit of break and go grab all the rest of the stuff that I need, and then we'll get the deck shuffled up, and then we'll get some gameplay going. I'll be right back. Probably would have helped if I had the mic on. Just forget about that thing. All right. All right. So we're facing Bullseye on Expert. We are doing this on the getaway scenario. So the way the setup works on this is we place 1 speed counter on here and then 2 counters here instead if we're playing in Expert mode. So we'll go ahead and do that. And then we'll go ahead and flip the card over. In solo mode, we have a threshold of 9. Threshold of 9. We have a checklist on this. Force interrupt when the round ends. If there's a threat here, do each of the following. We place 1 speed counter here. If alongside is in play, flip it to out front. Otherwise, place an additional speed counter here. This gets 2 threat per player starting, and it goes up 2 threat per player as it goes. 9 threat, we lose. We'll go ahead and add our speed counters on. We have our out front. While this is attached to the villain, he gains ranged. Any damage that would be dealt to the villain goes off of the main scheme first. This ignores crisis icons. Once the threat hits 0, this will flip over to alongside, which what happens is basically each player will take indirect damage. Yeah, each player takes indirect damage. Villain takes 2 damage per player. When Bullseye is revealed, we look for his adamantium spine. Yeah, find adamantium spine, attach it to Bullseye. Force interrupt when Bullseye activates. Each of his boost cards gains an additional boost icon for the activation. And if it's an attack, he has ranged. So no matter what, he has ranged. So if you have any characters with retaliate, it's pointless. I know this. I played a lot of games with him in protection. His spine. When he would take damage, prevent all but 3 damage, and then place the prevented damage here. Once there's 6 or more here, we flip the card over to his damage spine. And basically what that does is after Bullseye schemes, remove 3. Once all damage is gone, it goes back to his adamantium side. And yeah. You want his spine to be damaged in order to deal out lots of damage. That's what you want to do. All right, let's get started. Okay, getaway scenario, Bullseye, expert mode. And we're playing Justice Echo. We'll go ahead and start off with our starting hand. Study the tape. Draw into a cipher. American Sign Language. Photographic Reflexes. Echo's Katana. And a Dazzler. So we could potentially get her. We get the villain confused right off the rip. We could also potentially. Oh no, that's not Dazzler, it's Dagger. Obviously I can't read, so I can't read. So I'm sorry. Dagger. It's not Dazzler, it's Dagger. I was close though. Same concept. Alright, well I don't need to play her, so that can go away because we can just summon her with Cloak once we get him on the table. I want that. I'm just gonna go mulligan hard. Potentially just keep that. So we get Helicarrier, Manifold. Alright. Choreograph. See no evil, hear no evil. Show me a Daredevil. Not even close. Alright, so what we could do, I say we see no evil, use see no evil as a resource to put in choreograph. And then we can exhaust that. And we can shuffle one aspect or basic event from our discard pile into our deck. And if we're in alter ego form, which we are, we can go ahead and draw a card. Strength. Okay. So I'm thinking I want to do strength. And we'll do manifold to get Helicarrier on the table. And then we'll use Helicarrier to reduce the cost of American Sign Language, and we'll get that on the table. And I'm gonna flip the hero. And we'll do our interrupt where we can grab an event card. I will grab Assess the Situation. And I'll go ahead and play that to increase my hand size by 1. And I'll go ahead and tuck that underneath. And then we'll go ahead, port 2 off here, which will go ahead and flip that, and then we'll take 1 indirect damage, and then he should be at 16 health starting, so he'll take 2, drop him down to 14. And we'll call that a turn. Alright, so we got Concussive Blow, which we can use to get a confusion in and potential flip down. and maybe get the res down. Maybe, probably not. I don't know. We'll see. This is probably gonna be a very painful attack. Toothbright goes on. Bullseye will attack us for 2 and a boost. I'll just take the damage. And just like that, we are 3 boost. So it's actually 4. So that's going to be, wow, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 damage. So I'm down to 1 health. And we'll give him counter card. And he's going to advance. So he's going to scheme. Scheming for 1, and then 1 boost, and then 2. So schemes for 3. I'll go to 5. And this will get 1 speed counter on. And flip over. Alright, so that so we didn't die on the first turn, which is always a positive, especially when playing with Bullseye. Alright, well, I am going to use a helicarrier. Actually, is there anything? Oh, actually, I should have drew. I only drew 5 cards. I should have drew 1 more because I had a situation. All right. Let's do. I don't think there's a play for that. No, it's completely useless. All right. So we're gonna do helicarrier, and then we'll go. We'll use 1, 2 to play a concussive blow. We will confuse. Tokens. We will confuse Bullseye. And we did spend a physical resource when paying for that. So we will go ahead and deal 3 damage to him. But the interrupt here from out in front take it off here. So that will drop it down to 2. And then we'll go ahead and tuck that underneath. And then these go away. I'm going to go ahead and spend 1 resource for the hit and run and put the res down. We do not want to flip this over because the indirect damage would kill us. So we're kind of in a sad situation right now. I think we'll go ahead and flip down. Because this is what she wants to do. Echo wants to flip down. Echo wants to flip down, flip back up, and grab another card. So we're doing what we want. We're doing what is designed, right? So we would choreograph, and then I would take my hit and run card. It's a basic event card. And we would shuffle it into our deck. Or maybe I should have probably waited to do that, actually. Because I don't think I have another event card I could... Oh, no, I do. I have one more in here. So then... Yeah, so we shuffle that in, and then we get the draw card into another hit and run. Which is fine. And then we can use the res, and then the res is nice because I can heal X damage off Maya Lopez, where X is the highest cost card that's tucked, which is 3 from our concussive blow. So we'll go ahead and get 3 hit points back, bringing us up to 4. And then we'll do a basic recovery. Get us up to 6. And then I'm just going to go ahead and scrap this. And we'll draw up. Alright, do I draw into a Daredevil? Nope. We've got our concussive blow, and then we got... Alright, 2 threat goes out to the main. Bullseye is confused, so he will not activate. Oh no! See, I thought it was a good idea to have this, but I'm too clumsy. Alright, so we'll go straight for our encounter card, which will be... Oh. That's not ideal. Alright, so I gotta deal with the Kingpin now. Find the Kingpin. And put him in play engaged with you. After you thwart, place that threat here. If there is 4th or more threat here, remove this card from the game. I can't deal damage to the Kingpin while he's here, so that became not fun. Alright. So it's our turn. Let's use the res again, and we'll heal ourselves another 3. So hey, back to full health. Isn't that good? That's so good. We're gonna do another choreograph. We'll target a hit and run. Shuffle that back in. And then we're an alter ego, so we do have the privilege of being able to draw another card into superpower training. Oh, that's not free. Alright, need some card draw here. I'm gonna flip. We'll do our interrupt and grab a event card. I think I want Waylay. So we're gonna do we'll grab Waylay, and then let's play a one way or another. So let's grab a side scheme that's not completely damning. let's grab that jackknife tanker truck. So that comes into play with 2 threats. And then we get 1 more for the hinder. So that'll be a total of 3. Which I'm okay with that because there's no reveal effect, but I do get to draw 3 cards, and we drew in the Dazzler and Improvisation. Alright, and then we'll tuck this underneath. Okay, so we don't have... Alright, I want to... I'm going to try and see if I can get this so I can get rid of Kingpin as fast as I can. Improvisation is going to be very helpful. So I think I'm going to Helicarrier, play a Genius, and I'm going to get that on the table. So now when we do our certain things, it can trigger things. Let's do... We need to thwart that off. It's got to be 4 threat too, right? So let's do... We'll take 2 off of here. Actually, use this to put down superpower training, and then that will get 3 threat on it. And I want to study the tape. Grab a photographic reflex. And then I want to do I not have any? That's going to put me in a stuck position. Darn. Let's photographic reflex for concussive blow. Spend 1 on that. No, we need use this one instead. So we spend the physical, targeting Bullseye. He can't take damage because of this card, but we can confuse him at least. And that was an attack card, so I do get to heal 1 damage, but that really doesn't do anything for me on that. 2, 3. So we'll spend 3 resources. Or I'm sorry, 2, 3, 4 resources. And then we'll get Dazzler into play. And then she can confuse an enemy. So we'll confuse Kingpin, because when he activates against me, he's going to scheme instead. And then probably more beneficial just to clear this out, which will put 3 threat onto this obligation. And then we can go ahead and victory this. And then we would grab our muscle memory. And then I'll grab muscle memory, retrieve, assess the situation from my hand, play it again, tuck it back under. We'll increase our hand size to 6. And I think that's a decent turn for how we have everything laid out. And we'll go from there. So this is going to go up to 2. We'll drop to our hand size of 6. So skilled investigator, concussive blow, hit and run. We got a cloak, and we got another hit and run, and we get a fury. Okay, so Bullseye is going to activate. He's going to attack for 2 and a boost. I will we'll have Dazzler take it, I guess. So he's attacking for 2 and a boost of nothing. So he attacks for 2. Should have took the hit. I regret that. So she takes 2 damage. Well, technically 1 because there's a boost, so she dies. But not permanently. Yay! The Kingpin would like to scheme against me, but we intelligently confused him. So now, as long as we don't get anything non-fun with the encounter card. Oh. So Lady Bullseye will join us. She comes in with Villainous. Good. She has a force interrupt when resolving boost cards. If she attacks you and the attack goes undefended, she gets an additional boost card. Not ideal. But we have survived 2 full turns, so yay me. This is going to get 2 because we never flipped it over. So now we're on to 5 counters on that. And don't know why I ever flipped over on that. Oh, yeah, that's her hero form. Yeah, I'm not with it today. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and put down Skilled Investigator so we can get some card draw. We have a Nick Fury. That's neat. We want to get rid of this, get rid of her, and get rid of him. Ideally. Let's do one. He's confused, so we don't have to worry about that. So let's play Nick. Do I want to play Nick? Let's play Nick, and then we'll use Helicarrier to... Yeah, so reduce that down. So we're doing the Helicarrier to reduce the cost of Hit and Run, which drops it down to 2. So we use Nick as the resource, and then we'll use American Sign Language to play the rest of it. So we'll do a Hit and Run, and we will deal... Well, I guess I should have probably did it this way. Yeah, so we can do it any order we want. So we'll remove 2 threat first from a scheme, which would then go on to, which would complete the Raised by the Kingpin. So that would be done. So this will get removed. And then I can deal the 2 damage over to him because he can take damage now. And because we did a attack event, we can heal, but we're at full health. And because this is also considered a thwart, I can deal 1 damage to an enemy, which I will deal that to him. And then I'll go ahead and tuck this underneath. And then I'll do a... I will do a Muscle Memory. And I'll grab a One Way or Another again. And I'll play that. Get myself another side scheme. I will choose... we'll choose Traffic Jam. Doesn't have a Wind Revealed effect. So we'll just grab that. And then this gets 2, and then 2 more for Hinder. And then I'll tuck this back underneath, and I'll draw 3 cards. And we get Hawkeye, Daredevil, and Photographic Reflexes. That's sweet. Alright, so let's do this then. I want... I'm going to spend 3 to get out Daredevil. And then we'll have Daredevil take off Actually, we can just have him put two on the kingpin. And that will reduce the next event card I play by 1. And then we play photographic reflexes for the hit and run, which is going to be reduced by 2, and then 1 by Daredevil. So we will take 2 off of here, and then we'll go ahead and throw 2 damage onto Lady Bullseye. And then because hit and run is considered a thwart and an attack, we still get to deal 1 damage to an enemy, which will ping that last damage onto Kingpin. So we get him out of there. And then we will go ahead and do a basic thwart, get rid of the jackknife tanker truck, which will allow us to skill the investigator. So now that that one's gone, we can actually deal damage to the villain. So we get another photographic, which is fine because now we can actually we can't attack anyway, so it's kind of, that's cruddy. So this is going to go up by 2, so that's going to go to 8. So as long as he doesn't get in advance, we wouldn't have to worry about losing. Alright, so let's choreograph. So I can't flip down like I wanted to because she's on the table, but I will do a choreograph to bring See No Evil, Hear No Evil, and shuffle into my deck, which I feel like it's a good move because I only have 2 cards left in my deck, so I'm gonna hit that card. And I think I'll just go ahead and use photographic reflexes. No, probably not. I guess I'll just hold on to these, I guess. Alright, well, we'll see what happens on the next turn. We just play it out, I guess. So I think I'll hold on to the hit and run. I'll just hold on to both of these. It's fine. So it's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's terrible. I should have discarded. Well, that's going to be a crappy turn. Alright, and then we'll ready up all this. We have our 5 cards. Hello to all that's here. Got 5 people. All right, this goes up by 2. So it's 8 on 9. 1 more, I lose. Bullseye is going to activate. I am going to take it. I'm sure this is a brilliant move on my part. So he's attacking for 2, 3, 4. I love it. So that takes me down to 5. This was where it sucks. Lady Bullseye is going to attack for 1. She's villainous. If it goes undefended, she gets 2. So I am gonna defend. So she doesn't get the extra boost card. So she attacks for 1 and boost of 3. At least that doesn't increase, right? No. That's cool. Alright, so she attacks for 4, and my defense is a 2, so I only take 2 damage. And that'll drop me down to 3, and then hopefully the encounter card is not terrible. And it's a master plan. Cool. Could have been a lot worse. I'll take it. Yeah, you gotta appreciate too, because with all the boost effects that, you know, or the boost icons with you know, Bullseye, when you get a master plan, I'll take that any day. So absolutely. Yeah, the journey's never over. I'm doing a justice build for this go around. Alright, so we have survived 3 turns. Alright. So we gotta put 2 more counters on here because we didn't flip it over, and now it's our turn. Alright, so I know we could probably get Lady Bullseye off the field, which is ideal. I'd love to get a flip down. I also like to get this hit and run underneath me. We'll be able to clear that because we strategically put this in our deck when we had 3 cards left in our deck. So yay. That being said, let's do this. Let's have Daredevil. And we really gotta focus on this too. I think we have Daredevil. Yeah, I think we have to have Daredevil hit Lady Bullseye for 2. And then we'll reduce our next event that we play by 2. And then we do Helicarrier, and then we get to play this for free. So, see no evil, hear no evil. We get to choose 2 of the following. We can either deal 3 damage or remove 3 threat, and we can do that option twice. We'll go ahead and remove 3 twice off of here. So that's 6. That's exactly the number we wanted. So Traffic Jam is defeated. We skill Investigator. Drawn to another photo. Wow, all the photographic reflexes are in my hand. This would be tucked underneath. I'm just gonna straight up spend 3 resources and play a hit and run. And I'm going to remove 2 threat from here. Oh, I forgot. So because attack with thwart with improvisation, I actually get to heal 1, and I can deal a damage. So there you go. And then I was playing the hit and run, right? Where did I put that? Right here. So this is an attack and a thwart. So again, I get to, well, first we remove, actually we're going to do it all here. We're going to remove 2 threat, and then we're going to attack for 2, which would, because of out front, is going to come off here. And then we'll get the heal 1, and then throw that ping damage over to Lady Bullseye. So we vanquished another issue. Yay. We're doing terrific. Now, that's at 4. I have 5 health. I think I'm gonna hold off. Well, I will tuck this underneath. So I'm going to tuck that, and we'll burn that, I think. Yeah, that looks good. And then we could get that flipped over, actually. I wish I had the muscle memory. But I don't think I would have enough to finish the side scheme off. I don't need the card draw now. I think I would hold off. I'm going to flip down. Because it'll go up by 2, so it goes up to 6. But if he gets the advance, that's what's going to be the dumb part, I think. Alright, well, we'll do... We will... Alright, so we'll do photographic reflexes. We'll grab the hit and run again. We'll use American Sign Language to finish it off. And then we will go 1, 2, and then 3, 4. And then this will flip. He takes 2 indirect damage. I take 1 indirect damage, but I get the heal from the thwart, or from the attack, and then a thwart event I can throw 1 damage at him, so bring him down to 11. And then I will flip, now I'm going to flip down. And then I will use the res to heal for 2, because I have a, goes by my highest cost. So we'll go up to 7. And then we're going to choreograph, which I probably should just wait, because the 1 card draw is not going to really matter. But I have 2 targets, so I might as well just do it. So we'll go ahead and put another hit and run back into our deck. And then we'll draw a card. Alright, we'll hold on to that. Alright, neat. We'll ready up. And we'll drop to a hand size of 6. So we get energy, dagger, strength, first aid. Now we can heal our Daredevil. Yay. Manifold, don't really need him anymore. And then photographic. So we're probably going to want to if anything, I'm probably just going to grab a concussive blow so I can get him confused again. And then hopefully I can draw into my float like a butterfly. Oh yeah. To be honest with you, this is my first game playing with this Justice build, and it's actually surprisingly going a lot easier than my other ones, but I got blessed and I was able to get all of her upgrades on the table, which is in Daredevil, so this is actually kind of nice. It's a nice feeling. But it's fine. It's you know, with him you gotta pray that everything lines up, because I was so many times I had him right there, and then all of a sudden, oh, he gets an additional boost card. Additional boost card. Dead. So I'm on 3 turns, not dead yet. But I'm just waiting for the pedestrian card. That is my favorite card. Alright, so we can put 2 threat onto the main. Bullseye is confused. We'll get an encounter card. Hey! A vehicle. Attached to enemy with the highest scheme. It's him. So basically he gets +1 scheme, and when there's 3 more damage here, then it goes away. Could have been a lot worse. We only have to put 1 counter on. We'll flip this over. And it's our turn. Alright. Well, we might as well get the card draw. So we'll go ahead and grab our assess the situation, which is our only target. Which is okay, because drawing into that doesn't really hurt. I don't really think I need to go too crazy with one way or another anymore. I got pretty much a good board on here. Now I think it's try to get float like a butterfly, get him confused, and start burning him down before I lose to some stupid treachery card. We get to draw a card because we're in Alter Ego. We get a waylay. Okay. Lee will use the res since we're here, and then we go back up to full health. And then we flip to hero. We use our interrupt. I'm going to grab concussive blow. Alright, so let's first things first, let's we'll use manifold. Actually no, we'll use dagger to play our first aid. So we can heal Daredevil. And I'm gonna go ahead and tuck that. And I'm just gonna drop one where no, actually I don't have to, that's my third card. Alright, and we'll just tuck that underneath us. So now Daredevil's up to full health. We will then have... How do we do this? How do we do this? Let's do it this way, because the threat's got to come off first. So I'm gonna basic thwart, and then this flips. Then the indirect damage will not go there, it's going to go here, so that's 2 damage on the motorcycle, and then we take the 1 indirect damage. And then we'll just have... we'll use our strength and our manifold to play concussive blow, which will confuse Bullseye. We paid a physical resource. We get to deal 3 damage, which unfortunately is all going to go onto the motorcycle. Actually, maybe I should just have Daredevil attack, and I could just reduce it. Yeah, I think that's better actually. It's a wasted move, but yeah. Or no. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna... So, I'm gonna take a couple steps back here. There's actually something I could have done better here. So, I thwart yes for 2. And then the indirect, this flips over. Indirect damage goes on here. I take the 1. But since I technically thwarted, I can waylay. So, actually, I'll go 2-3. I'll play a waylay and then just deal the 4 damage that way, since I won't be able to thwart anyways. I guess, I don't know. So that will go away. And then I can actually put this underneath, which I'll drop off the one way or another. And then I will Helicarrier, Strength, Concussive Blow, and I will be able to confuse him, and then I can deal the 3 damage. Oh, and also 2, that would have healed me because that was an attack, so from that I would have got 1. And then I'm at full health, so that doesn't even matter. So 3 damage is dealt to him. And then we can just tuck this, and then we'll just drop first aid. Put that underneath. And then we will use Daredevil to hit Bullseye for 2. And then he'll take the consequential, reduce the next event card you play by 1. I'll go ahead and use Muscle Memory to bring See No Evil, Hear No Evil to my hand. Then American Sign Language, that pays for it. And we'll do 3/3 to him, so that will actually defeat his his second stage. So when he's revealed, we have to find deranged bloodlust and reveal it. Yay. This is probably where I die now. This is where I'm gonna die. God. Yeah, I'd be like, man, I wish I had a chicken sandwich. I really want a chicken sandwich right now. Hey, what's your has anyone got a while I'm shuffling my fate of death right now. What's your theory on chicken sandwiches and pickles? I don't know. I've been doing it lately, and it really hits right. I don't know. That's it. Me. I'm weird. So this gets forthright on it, and then it gets additional to the stage, which is 3. So he's gonna have 7 on here. Why not? I'm scared of that. I wish I could ready up. He gets 18. Do I get crazy with it? Do I just go ahead and just play this, and then play C and play that, and then just start burning him down? I think I'm going to it. So I'm gonna bring this back up. I wish I had someone available to do a thwart so I could just clear that side scheme, but I don't. So I'm gonna photographic, and I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and get him down to 12. I'm gonna get reckless now. All right. All right, we got a concussive blow, nice. Another hit and run, nice. Photographic. Float like a butterfly, we need that. Oh, man. Study the tape so we can bring back our card. That's amazing, actually. Actually, I feel like float like a butterfly would just, I mean, it wouldn't really water it down, but it's not like we're going to get that extra damage anyways. We're actually doing better by just getting the quick, cheap hits. 2 threat. I'm at full health. He's got a 3 attack. He's got a base of 4, basically. There's 1 3 boost. There's 1 3 boost. There's 1 3 boost. There's 3 boosts there, and that's raised the stakes. So we haven't gotten that really, really dumb one where he's got 4. It's just one of those, I guess it's one of those situations where, it's either, it's better to maybe, there's a little saying, it's better to, die like a tiger than live like a pussy. So, yeah. We're gonna ride or die. I'm not gonna defend it. I'm just gonna take the hit, see what happens. So he's attacking for 4 and a boost of 6. All right, down to 3. Yep. And then the encounter card will be Assault. Ooh. All right. 4 turns. We're not dead yet. We're in it still. We just got to get 12 health. Can I make 12 health pop out of nowhere? And we still got the confusion on them too. So this flips back over, and then we only have to put 1 on here. So the counters are at 9. All right. Can't get excited. Gotta keep my composure, seriousness in this fight. So we gotta get rid of that. So I want it to be direct damage. So I guess we have actually. Oh, I wish he didn't have that stupid spine out. Because I could waylay him, but the excess damage is gonna go on there, so only 3 is gonna go through. So 4 goes on there. But if I put the butterfly on, let's study the tape. Let's bring this back to us. No, I think this is what we do. All right, I'm gonna thwart 2 to clear that. This flips over. He's gonna take 2 indirect damage, down to 10. I take 1, I'm down to 2. And then Daredevil is going to hit Bullseye for 2, which would reduce the cost of our next event card by 1. We're going to Helicarrier to play See No Evil, Hear No Evil. And we'll do both 3 attacks. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. He's down to 2. We'll tuck this underneath. And then we use photographic reflexes to bring that up. And then we kill him. And did it. Take it. Clean. It was a clean win. That's it. Daredevil is the secret resource. And he had no choice because he was going to die. He was marked for death. That's how you beat him. That's how you beat Bullseye on Expert on the Getaway. Boom. I'm glad that worked. But I really wanted it to I really wanted to do it with my protection deck. But it was really hard. Echo really... This really isn't important, but it helps with healing. But... And this is nice. This is fun. This is good to have because it gives you... You know, I would say because I technically healed, twice because of the thwarting on that. And then I did an attack, so that actually would have done more damage, 1 damage. So he actually got more damage applied on him because it was just 1 damage ping. But really, you want this and this helps too because it's your resource generator. But Daredevil technically is your resource generator, so It's basically another helicarrier. So you get him on a table and you get one of these, or you get this down. It's a good start. Drawing this card in the beginning of the game definitely helped a lot, and also getting this down. I was actually able to get both these down the first turn. Actually, I think I got this on the first turn too. So actually, getting these 3 on the first turn definitely was sweet. Because I was always like, I was actually having an issue with how I wanted to. I really wanted to play into this, but I think it was a lot easier for me not to go above that 3 mark, because I was able just to get those quick, cheap hits and not have to worry about wasting damage on the spine. But if I did have the spine flipped over, essentially the waylay play would have been perfect too, because I could have just basic thwarted that off and then play this. And I could have had it tucked underneath me, so the next time I would have done maybe a basic thwart, I could have came back and then photographic. Honestly, with the lower cost events, you can just put 1 copy in. Having the higher cost is better to have more of, because you have that underneath you. You'll get the reduced cost from photographic or from him or this. And then, like, if you're exhausted and you need to flip down, you can at least, heal for 3, which I believe your recovery is a 3 regardless. Yeah, so the one way or another helped. So card draw is important for her also. She wants card draw. No matter what, she always wants to flip down. She wants to flip down because then you flip back up, and you grab whatever card you need. So essentially, my whole idea also too was keep Daredevil alive. So I only put 1 copy of that first aid in. So then if I need to go heal him, I can heal him. I can tuck it underneath and then hold on to it. If I don't need it, I can just drop it off. But yeah. Well, I'm glad I was able to finally. So first game with Justice on this scenario on Expert with him. Get the dub. Whew. Has anyone played Echo in Aggression or Leadership yet? Just kind of curious on how that is. Echo Aggression is really good. Ooh. Cool. And then I imagine the big bomb. Big bomb. Now I kind of want to try and pull in that aspect now. That sounds kind of fun. Too bad I couldn't beat my record of getting 15 speed counters on this before dying. I'm kind of curious, how close was I to one of those popping up? Did I finally just get lucky enough where the bad cards are all on the bottom? Did I fluke out? Carjacking. It looks like. Yeah, there it is. Yep, there they were. Burning. They're on the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Sure enough. Ah, yeah. The triples too. Forgot about those. It's been a while since I played a full aspect deck. Healing factor. I wish everyone would just have healing factor. Just you can just play like a support class with your pool. Just put in plot convenience, give everyone healing factor. That would be neat. All right. We got 9:30. All right. Well, unfortunately, it's getting late, and I have another really busy day tomorrow. But my goal is to do a longer stream tomorrow. I think I'm gonna do a bit of a merger. Like I'm gonna do like a. So I want to play some Legendary tomorrow also. So I think I'm gonna do like I think I'm gonna try and sneak in like at least 2 games of Legendary, like maybe a Marvel and a DC game. So I'll just kind of have to plan it out ahead so I can just grab it and just go so I don't burn time. But I think I want to do some Marvel Legendary tomorrow, some DC Legendary, and then I want to play. I haven't played Daredevil in the Protection Ronin aspect yet, so I want to give that a try. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I do this. Maybe I'll just do this scenario again since it's all I've been doing, and then I don't know. I gotta think that through. But other than that, yeah. Also, it's I went over the article on what's her name? Elektra. She's gonna be wild. Like, I'm kind of digging what they're selling with her being villainous and getting her own ninja cards that you can put into the counter deck and get some boost effects off of it. I think that's pretty cool. The aggression cards look pretty good too. What was your Char? What do you think about that one card? I forgot what it was called. Should I keep? Where is it? This one. Flow like. What do you think of that one? Oh, it's not changing. Yeah. Do you like the? I understand why you would discard this because it would be pretty broken if you could keep a card on here that's going to let you draw 3 cards every time. But do you agree with the? Oh, you have to be a martial artist to have it. When you had this card that didn't have a requirement like that, you could just. It is, yeah, it's strong, and I think I would have made this a two cost, and then kept so then you didn't have to be just a martial artist. Yeah. They could have. So what they could have done, because with stealth training, after you thwart exactly, and you defeat the side scheme, stun an enemy. I mean, I think you could have made something like, with this, you could have been like, after you attack an enemy and exactly defeat that enemy, right? Because sometimes that can be challenging in itself, not overkilling something. Especially with aggression events. But, they have cards that are like, can get you right where you need to be. Trained by the hand. This one? History with the hand? You gotta deal with the amplify icon, and only you get the extra yeah, but also too, like, people also have to understand that Elektra, because she has villainous, she also gets the benefits off of the amplify icons, I believe, from what I read. So, and that even goes off of what the villain brings. So I would just tell my teammates, what's good for you is good for me, or what's good for me is good for you. Just go to a random table and be like, all right, I'm gonna treat it like when I go to work. I ain't come here to make friends. I came here to make a paycheck. I came here to win the game. That's what I came here for. Have you finished the campaign? Fear No Evil campaign? Oh, this was just useless. It was a good idea at the start. Also, too, I just want to say, too, like I like Daredevil. I like the hero in general and in the game, but I've played more Echo games than Daredevil, and I feel like a real jerk, because I was one of those people who was like, well, when are we gonna get Daredevil? I want to play Daredevil. When are we gonna get it? We're never gonna get this card. We're never gonna get this hero. Like, oh, this Echo is pretty sweet. My favorite also too, I just want to add my favorite card that I on this. Oh, this is easier. Is that I like that. That's gonna be fun. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't completed the whole campaign yet. I'm currently in a 2-player standard with Joshi, and we did Hammerhead on the Racketeer. I like that Racketeer scenario. It's cool. I like how everyone gets their own little scheme that they gotta. Yeah. That's gonna be fun. That's probably gonna be my new favorite aggression card. Obviously, I still always will like Wolverine, but I mean, this guy just he gets 10 rings. He gets 10 rings, and he gets to ping damage off that. It's pretty interesting too. Like they're going into it looks like they're going in a direction now where we're gonna start seeing like allies and heroes have like especially ones that were like mischievous, if you will, have villainous, which is kind of neat. It's exciting. It's different. When I put those well, no, wrong one. Well, I'm excited to see this hero. We gotta wait till November, so hopefully I can it'll line up with a, I'm anticipating that I'll have a little bit of a holiday break. Probably. Hopefully. I don't know. Because then I can I think I'm gonna play a lot of Elektra games. So here's the question. So Elektra and Daredevil have the same team up card, so that means they can both put that team up card on a target. Because I don't think it has a unique on it. Now I gotta look. Dance with the Devil. Nope. So both of them. Oh wait. One per deck. Okay, so it doesn't say one per enemy. It doesn't have a unique. So yeah. So Daredevil and her could each have that in their deck, and they could put it on the same target. Which means then she would get 2 additional boost icons with her attacks. And then they each could hero action and discard it and do 3 more damage to an enemy. Her ninja deck seems pretty cool too. It's basically mirroring off the Census deck from Daredevil, but I thought this one was kind of cool. Being able to give her a tough. But other than that, I am going to call it a night. I'm hungry. And yeah, I will shout out to Ladiesman 217 stopping by and saying hey. Appreciate it. And then obviously Char Gambit. Thanks for stopping by also and chat. Shout out to the Masked Hero. Appreciate you. And yeah, anyone else that was who's in here right now, thanks for stopping by. And checking out the stream. And on that note, my name's Jeff, and this is Facing the Encounter, and I'm hungry. I'll talk to you later. Have a good night, and be safe. Peace.